Welcome to Cybersecurity Practice of Swan Technologies. I'm Rohit Srivastava, and in my role, I talk to my peers every single week. To keep the organization safe, a CISO depends on as many as 50 to 100 different products across multiple categories. When a CISO is dealing with so many products and vendors, there is full gamut of emotions at play. So here are the 5 things that will help alleviate a CISO's emotion response and get attention to our services. Well, number 1 is need. No CISO is going to buy our services if it does not address a need they have. It is however possible that they may not know that they have that need. On top of the CISO's mind is always the fear of getting hacked. So products that provide a clear view of the threat landscape always score high on need. Examples are discovering or blocking a new exploit or malware. Another example is the massive work from home situation due to COVID-19 that created a need overnight to implement security solution like MFA in a hurry. These are times when a CISO will excise their spendings. A second category of products that are need-based are those driven by strategic priorities, such as reducing the cost or complexity associated with security operations, or projects driven by macro or micro trends, such as new privacy regulations or the company's move to public cloud, creating a need for cloud security or DevSecOps tools. Most of the spending on strategic projects is planned and budgeted. Remember, need is driven by pain, and to manage pain, you need a bill. But not all buying happens due to pain. So, number 2 is return on investment, ROI. As a startup, we may be ahead of the market with next-gen product. As a result, there may be no defined categories or analyst reports, and it may not seem like a clear need to the CISO. To demonstrate ROI, we have to quantify the outcome as metrics. There is a well-known quote, "You can't justify or manage what you don't measure." These words ring especially true in Security Operations Center. Example of cost-saving and time-saving metrics are FTE or full-time employee gain and MTTR or mean time to remediation. FTE gain from automation also helps with cybersecurity skill shortage. Lower MTTR implies improved analyst productivity and response, such as faster threat detection due to automation and improved integration of workflows. These are all powerful motivators for any CISO. A demonstrable ROI is like vitamins. It can catapult a project to must-have. Well, number 3 is credibility with peers. CISOs talk with other CISOs. Our success story with a peer CISO will get us an instant street credibility. If need and ROI won't seal the deal, a good referral from a fellow CISO likely will. As a startup, we may not have enough customer references, but referrals from peer CISOs who have signed up to be our design partners or completed successful POCs are also just as valuable. Remember, logos are important, but logos become actionable only when they are referenceable. Well, number 4 is timing. It is important, but not always, because increasingly yearly planning exercises are getting more and more agile. Micro budgets happen several times a year, so CISOs can react more quickly. Sending a proposal to CISO right after budget is obviously not a great timing, but there are other types of timings that are important. For example, product renewal, product end of life, and product depreciation. Remember, CISOs are always looking to consolidate tools and vendors. So proposals to replace legacy tools nearing end of life with our next gen product in a budget neutral fashion, i.e., no added cost, are always received favorably. Well, number 5 is vision. This is all about making it personal. Vision is a hallmark of all good CISOs, and good leaders are always ahead of the curve. To grab a CISO's attention, our story should clearly establish how our solution will fit into their broader vision and roadmap. All good CISOs recognize that innovation lives with startup, not large companies. It is much easier to influence and shape a startup's roadmap to fit their requirement, and of course, they can get a better bargain from a startup. So now we know a CISO thinks and feels. But how do we get to specifics that are relevant to their organization? Well, we have to do our homework. We have to find champions within the company and do a prep call with these champions before meeting any CISO. Oftentimes, sales team will gather such intel from direct reports or fellow vendors or service providers. What are the needs? What projects are in the pipeline? Be prepared to discuss the ROI and our success story with the CISOs they are likely to know. Find out how the incumbent products that we are looking to displace are performing. And if all road leads to a dead end, we can always lead the discussion with probing question and listen to what CISO has to say. Every CISO I know will gladly share their priorities and vision with us. All we have to do is ask. Well, that's it from Sonata Technologies Cybersecurity Practice.